In a World War I military camp, a wounded warhorse was about to be shot. However, just as the gunshot was about to sound, it seemed to hear something. The crowd slowly parted. A wounded boy stepped forward. Joey had waited for years for this call. In those 4 years, it changed many owners. It endured countless hardships. At last, it saw Albert again. In a small town in 1914, an old man spent $30 to buy a young horse at an auction. However, after returning home, his wife immediately noticed that this horse was not suited for farming, so she insisted on selling it. But Albert really liked the young horse. He firmly stated that it could train it to plow the fields. He named it Joey. However, Albert's family was very poor. They couldn't even afford the rent. One day, the landlord came to collect the debt, but the old man had no money to give. To keep the farm, the old man promised the landlord that he would cultivate the wasteland to repay the debt. However, the land was covered with hard stones. Joey, who had no experience in plowing, could not complete the task. It was so exhausted that it collapsed to its knees. Even so, Albert did not get angry. He walked up to Joey and gently comforted it. Suddenly, it started to rain heavily. The ground began to soften. Albert was overjoyed. He ran to Joey excitedly, encouraging it.
You don't know, so I'm gonna have to do a gnome for you. But the rest of our lives depend on this. So get set to pull, and pull straight, and pull on!
Joey seemed to understand Albert's words. He ran forward with all its strength. Not even the stones could stop it. When the rain stopped, the wasteland had turned into a fresh, fertile field. But just as the farm was saved, war broke out. To make a living, the old man reluctantly sold Joey to an officers. When Albert heard the news, he ran after them desperately. But the transaction was already done. He could only watch as Joey was taken away. Before parting, Albert tied his father's military flag to Joey. He told Joey that no matter how far, he would find it again.